Heavy snow has caused disruption across the UK with the closure of roads and airport runways. Thousands of schools were also forced to shut, and the Highways Agency has warned drivers to avoid travelling. Hundreds of flights were cancelled, including at the country's main airport, Heathrow. Many train services were also affected.
Heavy snow in Great Britain led to air and rail chaos on Friday. Hundreds of flights were cancelled and airports closed, and several mainline railway services were interrupted. Thousands of schools closed across the country, making a long weekend for some. And there's more snow on the way, with a major full forecast for Wales tomorrow.
The snow was heading west to east, so travelling from London towards the bad weather seemed to be the best way to judge how southern England was coping with the worst snow of the winter so far. Treacherous conditions during the morning rush hour around Bristol and South Wales saw several major roads closed by accidents or breakdowns. Motorists in this part of the world only get to practice driving in snow once or twice a year, so it doesn't take much to cause problems.
I've been travelling so slow because people are just driving at crazy speeds as well. It's just been treacherous.
I was not that prepared. I didn't expect this kind of snow today.
Those with more experience of blizzards can mock the British and their snow phobia.
I don't understand why. You should go to our country and then maybe you will know that this is nothing.
The RAC say there were fewer breakdowns and emergencies than they'd feared, given the forecast.
The weather has been very challenging for most motorists on the road, particularly in the first stretch of rush hour. But as the day has gone on, the roads have improved greatly.
But with gritters and snow ploughs at work and plenty of time to prepare for the icy blast, most of the motorway network avoided serious disruption. This was the M5 in the Midlands. More than 300 flights had to be cancelled at Heathrow, some because of problems at other airports, but also because the northern runway was closed for a time for de-icing, and arrivals had to be staggered further apart for safety reasons. Cardiff, Bristol, Southampton, Newcastle and Glasgow were among other airports where flights were cancelled or delayed. South Wales was hardest hit. A rare severe weather warning was issued with up to a foot of snow on higher ground. A pretty scene if you were able to stay indoors and enjoy the view. Not so nice if you had to get out and do some shopping.
In the outlying areas it will be more difficult, and of course we have this issue of a lot of the roads in Monmouthshire on quite high land, you know, anything up to around about or just over 1,000 feet. So it is trying, to say the least.
Hundreds of schools were closed for the day, giving children a chance to enjoy the conditions. Though it seems it's not just pupils who take advantage.
Oh yeah, I should be at school teaching in Bristol.
I thought it was only kids that were supposed to enjoy their days off in the snowfall.
It is a rare treat. It's a lovely treat.
As the day wore on, the snowfall eased a little and fears of gridlock began to ease. Even though the motorway is down to 2 lanes in many places, the traffic is flowing pretty freely. That's because there's less of it. It seems that many motorists did take that warning to heart and have stayed at home because their journey wasn't really necessary.